using the Kimura from half guard bottom. Using Kimura from half guard at the bottom is really something I really like to use, and it's quite easy to grab. Huh? So we're just looking for a wrist control on this side, and we can get this from either position where I have enough space to go over, catch the arm, and grab my own wrist. Well, from here we have quite a few options, but this is just our basic position we're going in. Even if he has like his head low, if he's pressuring you a bit, if you can grab a wrist, you generally can make space to go into this position. Of course, if your opponent is a complete idiot, you can submit him right here. Yeah? But let's say he's not a complete idiot and he's at least defending a little bit. We can use what we call the Kimura trap here to trap him into giving us a position. So how that works? What I do, basically I'm just going to let him pass my half guard. I can even myself kick myself out, but most of the time people will just grab this invitation to pass and will start passing. Obviously I have to do something here. I cannot stay flat on my back, because if he starts to cover me here, then I'm getting into trouble and cannot perform my move. So immediately when he passes, so when he starts passing, what I do, I spin underneath him to almost like a north-south position. As we're here, I'm going to come up to the other side and will be using force of my Kimura right there to put my opponent down. Yeah? From here we have quite a few options. So we'll go through them all in a bit. And depending on where your opponent ends up, we can either start opting to take the back, or we have some different forms of attack there. So from here, boom, we grab, and now I'm just going to roll under. So I can also use my foot there to kick off and spin like so. From here you can really just boom, unbalance your opponent. We end up usually in positions like this. So first things first, if he does nothing, so if he just stays to his back right here, I'm just going to use my leg to lift myself up, get up to my feet, and we immediately get into a good position, boom, to start attacking Kimuras and just submitting him. Yeah? So that should always be like your first option, just submit the guy. Yeah? Of course, as you move up, people will start to respond. So again, we tackle Kimura here, either we kick out and we roll like so and get into a position like this. What happens too a lot of times is he's going to fight for position, tries to get up. So as he tries to regain his partial back, we can spin all the way back, put him back down, and from here we can start attacking the back. Yeah? So as we go here, basically, if we end up in this position, he has two options. Either he stays down, I'm going to use my head leg, get up and submit him, or he stays, he tries to get up, and as he tries to get up, we spin behind and we get back exposure. As we get back exposure, I'm going to let go of the Kimura, cover the wrist, and we get into a nice position here. So we end up in a Kimura position like so. As he gets up, my knee scoops in, we get into back exposure, I can get a look like this. I'm going to remove his hand and cover the wrist so I can get up and get light. Now from here, if he tries to spin, if he tries to do stuff, if he starts to defend, we can solidify our position by coming to the other side. We can try to attack body triangles, stick hooks, etc. Just your normal back attack stuff. So that's the first two options for attack. Another one I really like from a position where he battles the position a little bit is the armbar. So as we move into this position and we go into here, sometimes he tries to cover you now, tries to get on top. What you can do here is basically invert to catch his head like so. As we catch his head, so we spin, as he comes in, catch the head like so, we push him back. We're pass the leg over, boom, get into a really nice armbar position. So those three are my favorites for when your opponent starts moving as you grab the Kimura. So if you do this a couple of times, you will get afraid to move. So what they will start doing is basically keep the half guard position and hide their leg here. So the more he does this, so the more he prevents me from scooting out. So just cover, yes. So the more he prevents me from scooting out, the better my next move is going to work. I'm going to put my knees up, put my outside foot I'm going to place next to his knee, and my inside foot I'm going to scoot under. And now, what I want to do, I just want to give him a knee in the buttocks. Yeah? I'm just going to give him a knee right at the hamstring right there, and I'm going to bridge very slightly over my right shoulder, right there. And from here we can just start getting into top position and pass, which is a really nice way to convert this into a sweep. So the mistake a lot of beginners make with this position, they are able to grab this, but then they hold on to it, or they start pulling, or they start trying to pull out, and he just has to be patient, bide his time, and at one point posture out. So just boom, we'll posture out. So instead of just starting to pull here, just start shifting your position. Put your foot next to his knee, shift your hips in, just give him a knee at the buttocks, boom, scoop him over. From there, if you need a little bit more bump, you can bridge again, get over, and grab your sweep. So there you have it, 4 ways to attack from Kimura from half guard.